Hello. So I'm just going to continue where I left off last night.
Sir Cicero said GM.
Hey, good morning, Cicero. That looks about right. Wanted to try a couple of different things based on what I started last night. That's not far enough out. Yeah, that looks right. Just a 1 or 2 hours of morning build while I'm drinking my coffee. Oh, I just did one. Yeah, that should support enough. I was gonna try making one of my classic base designs, but without the adamant, heavy adamant floor, like above my head. is not even close to what I wanted. Oh, something. No, no, no.
Sir Cicero said, where is your favorite place to build it?
Oh, my favorite place is this room right here. It's the dual pillar resource room. There's no dual pillars here right now, but this is my favorite place for sure. It's one of the reasonably sized open spaces. You can build anything you want. I mean, there are bigger spaces, depending on if your campaign or, you know, 21st Hall is massive. You know, the desolation of Durin's Bane is huge if you're in campaign. The Elven Quarters, if you get 2 or 3 of those linked together in sandbox, or the Elven Quarters in the normal game, all huge. But a reasonably sized room where you can fit everything and still feel comfortable is this basic 2-pillar resource room. It's the square rooms that they're in Westgate. They're also found on the, let's see, 2nd and 3rd floor. No, 3rd and 4th floor of Sandbox. And then on, they're found in Dwaro and Westgate in Campaign. But it's a reasonably sized room. I can fit 4 King's Brew tanks here easily.
Sir Cicero said, I'd really like to try building in Dwaro next.
Oh yeah, I've gotten some good Dwaro Delph builds, for sure. It's a good area to build in. The 21st Hall is actually quite massive. Oh, that is not lined up. '21st Hall is, if you're not familiar, is the big room that's white, that's got all the buildings on the outside that are very decrepit. In fact, I just suggest knocking them down.
Sir Cicero said I didn't know what 21st Hall was yet lol.
Yeah, it's actually in the, it's the hall outside of the Hall of Mazar Bull, um, where the grave is. Sorry, it's actually talked about in the books, but it's a reference I don't think a lot of people get, and I should have clarified before I told you to go there. My apologies. But it's in campaign. It's the room after you leave the chamber of Mazarbul where Balin is buried. You get into the big area where the troll is. I hope I'm not spoiling anything for you. I think you've been playing a while, right? So,
Sir Cicero said all good.
oh, good.
Do you know where the grave is?
Yeah, it's the big white room that's just massive.
Sir Cicero said no finished the campaign.
It's one of the largest rooms to build in because of its verticality. You can literally use those columns in the middle to build up. Like, I think I fit 5 stories in the center of that room. And it is two full squares wide. It is huge. Alright, let's keep alignment. Who's howling? There shouldn't be any monsters in here. Must be on the other side of the door. And that looks right. That is not touching. Oh, neither are you. Interesting. I almost missed that.
Sir Cicero said I finished my defense tower BTW haha.
Oh, did you post pictures or anything? I hope you posted pictures.
Sir Cicero said I'm not in your Discord but I did in Davies and Juno's.
Oh, I mean in the Discord for everyone to see. I'm in Davies. Send me a message and I'll invite you to my normal Discord. I'm not as active as they are. I mean, they're really trying really hard to grow, and I'm proud of them, but they're trying very hard to grow a whole
Sir
base.
Cicero said I'm not in the main Discord and okay.
Oh, yeah, just send me a message. Let me see. Is this the one I used? Yes, it is. Well, you're welcome to be in the main Discord. People are pretty friendly. Let's see. It's one of the reasons years ago I stopped playing WoW. People became extremely aggressive and unfriendly, and I'm like, I don't need any of that.
Sir Cicero said I used to be. Long story.
Well, we're happy to see you for sure.
Sir Cicero said stopped playing WoW for the same reason.
Yeah. I hear you. Oh, that's the wrong one, John. Dang it. Let's try that again. Oh. I guess we'll just leave it. It's not gonna hurt nothing. Just a waste of materials.
Yebo_1071 said good morning.
Oh,
I
good
will
morning.
watch silently as you build.
Yeah, I'm just continuing what I was doing last night. Had an idea on how to not use the adamant barriers as flooring anymore on upper stories because you lose a lot of space. So I thought maybe I can do that. And so
Sir Cicero said GM Yebo. Yebo_1071 said oh can't wait.
yeah, the idea hit me because they you can't anymore build off of just straight embedding in the walls like that anymore. Unless you go really deep or you find just the right spot. I don't
Yebo_1071 said good morning Cicero.
So I thought, well, why don't I try something else? It might just be that an old method of building now will work. that's already there. I watched so many streams last night. Yesterday I was starting to lose track. How you feeling this morning, Jubo? Doing okay?
Yebo_1071 said the smoky voice is now a frog with glass.
Oh,
So hubby will be hosting the fellowship.
I'm sorry.
Yebo_1071 said thanks for asking.
Oh, of course, of course.
Yebo_1071 said it's comforting hearing you build though. So I'm sipping chicken broth while watching Face with tears of joy.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Oh, why didn't that work embedded in the ground? Work there.
Eppersamuov9 said hi Mereak, hi Yebo, smiley face.
Hey, uppers. I'm just wasting some time before my day starts.
Yebo_1071 said hi Eppers. Eppersamuov9 said how are you doing?
Good. Busy day for me today.
Yebo_1071 said building time is never wasted time.
Well, it's relaxing time, I should say, not wasted. I've got a lot today. I've got my goddaughter and her husband-to-be are coming by. They're on the way to the wedding venue, which I'll have to get to Vermont here to go to the wedding soon. Yesterday I made homemade pasta sauce, and homemade meatballs for them. It's what they wanted. We're gonna have a little get together, share some drinks. Haven't seen them in about a year. So I'm excited for that.
Yebo_1071 said yum. Tell the happy couple congratulations.
Well, all I can say...
Eppersamuov9 said has your wife had her second surgery yet?
Yes. In fact, she's right now, I'm watching her on the baby cameras, which I really don't need for the grandkids anymore, but I'm watching her right now.
Eppersamuov9 said also congrats from me, smiley face.
It's all good. Thank you. No, it's good. They're a young couple. They've been going out for quite a number of years. In fact, the last time they were there, I'm like, okay, are you going to ask, or are you just going to drag this out forever? I mean, like, you know, come on. But he did. He finally asked, so. I think if he didn't ask, she was gonna. And I warned him. I warned him what marriage was like. So they went in with all the knowledge. But I'm very happy for him. So when I first played the game, this technique, without the heavy adamant, was used.
j.r.r said, did you also warn her?
Oh yeah, I warned them both at the same time. Oh yes. This is my goddaughter. Pretty protective of my goddaughter, for sure. No, I think I was off.
j.r.r said, sorry, didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh, that's all good. It's too early in the morning. I haven't had much sleep the last couple days. I don't know. My wife is like, you said yes to streaming last night starting at 11 p.m. Because the night before we were up with the Mutseks, and I'm like, yeah. She's like, well, that was stupid. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, that might actually work now.
Yebo_1071 said you were saying before when we would build.
Oh, I don't even remember what I was saying anymore. It's literally too early. Sorry. What was I saying? Give me more context. I'll try to finish the thought.
j.r.r said when you first played the game, you would. Yebo_1071 said I think it was about structure that may work now.
Yeah, before when the game first came out, the building system was much different. It relied on pillars to provide vertical support, and the pieces provided some pieces provided more vertical support than they did horizontal support. And so it became a guessing game to put in, and I think, and I mentioned this at the time, I think the person that designed it took some type of mechanical engineering courses, because I took those in college and was really using their strength and materials knowledge, because they tried to emulate it in the game. Something what I approximated was very close. And so you would build like this. You would build pillars And the hard part was you had to guess where it would be on the ground because you could never put the one hanging in the air and put the thing underneath it later. And so building was very difficult. And then with the changes where every piece's vertical and horizontal support is the same per piece, that's no longer an issue. That was off, John. That was not good. Okay, I have to step away a moment. My wife was calling. So I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Yeah, so I was wondering with those changes, is it possible to use that old building technique now, which would save at least a half a floor height of vertical space? I don't know. I think of weird things. What can I say?
Epersimuov9 said you're starving.
Oh. Thank you. Number one cause of death for me. Yeah, that was off. Okay.
Yebo_1071 said I'm here for it. I love hearing your logic and problem solving.
Well, I don't know if I'm accurate till I actually do it, so... I do love having these extra pieces, though. Oh, that clipped too far in. There we go. Nope. That's better. Now that's yellow because it's not supported on the bottom, but we'll fix that. I like these pieces sometimes too because they seem to get a much better solid connection into the floor. I'm gonna have to put in a before I connect those. I have to carry that wall support all around so I know I have a good solid connection. Where did I start that? I started a demo of putting the wall in and making sure that it was even and square, but I don't remember where I was. Must have been down here. Yeah, I've started putting the adamant and the stone on top of it, showing people they could layer them. I hope folks liked the video last night. It was fun. Alright, just so I get alignment. Won't show through. It's just on the inside of the wall. So I want it out here, or do I want it hidden? It's probably best to be out
here. Yebo_1071 said I loved it. About 40 minutes in right now, but then you went live, so priorities lol.
Well, thank you. Oh, crap. I love watching you guys during my work day in the background. think I want to go past there. Snapping seems a little easier for me.
Axebeard said your stream last night was great.
Oh, thank you, Axe. I appreciate that. I never know what people are gonna think. And normally I just don't care, but it was like for the game, right? And I was like, okay, now I'm representing, so I better not be a loser. I decided to try an old building technique this morning, Axebeard.
Epersimuov9 said good morning, Axe, smiling face with smiling eyes.
That was I used to use before the changes in 1.2, where you didn't have to use the adamant on the floors as much. That's just a guide, by the way. And I want it poking out just on the other side of the pillar. There we go. Can't believe how many of you guys that were practice builders stayed for it. I'm like, I'm not going to teach anything you don't already know. But I appreciated it. And Gaming Grandma giving me all of her viewers, which was kind of cool. I didn't even know that was possible.
Axebeard said good morning, Sprouts.
Closer to the wall should have support. So I'm basically doing a pillar and truss construction. We'll see how that goes. never occurred to me until at the end of last night to come back to that style of construction until I was playing in the game, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if that would work now with the changes they made. Ooh, that is way off. Beautiful. Okay.
Yebo_1071 said this is not blowing smoke. Just wanted you to know. You are never a loser. You always
Oh,
explain things in detail. I marvel at how you put words together to convey your thoughts. Much wisdom there.
just old. Let's see. Haven't figured out how to bridge that yet.
Yebo_1071 said old is better than the alternative. LOL.
That is true.
Thank you for sharing.
That is indeed true. Let's see if I did this right. Looks good. It's kind of got a catacombs kind of feel. Oh, we gotta come around here. No.
Epersimuov9 said gotta be off, will lurk as I can.
Oh, it's
All
all
the best
good.
and a speedy recovery to your wife, smiley face.
Oh, thank you, Eppers. You have a good day. All right. I gotta check to make sure those are pretty flat. Those look more even to me. I might have raised something over here. That looks even more raised. Ah, that's where I screwed up. Okay. Yeah, there. Okay.
Jake's Art Corner said GM.
Good morning. Just getting in a little build to try out something I thought of last night.
Sir Cicero said GM Jakes. Jake's Art Corner said rafters are always cool.
Yeah, the trusses, or I was saying the truss technique was something I used to use early on in the game. Oh, that I did not want to do. But then when they changed things, as they were changing the build system, they didn't work out. But I think with the recent changes, I don't have to use as much adamant for stability as I used to, for sure. So we're gonna see. Huh. Yeah, that looks pretty close. Oh, now that one looks messed up. Doggone it. There we go. I want solid connections, and since they changed the connection points on these pillars, I think the reduction of connection points helped simplify the math. Less points, less math. Though the CPU used to spike when you were building, and I never understood why they just didn't rely on the GPU for it. I mean, the game requires a GPU, and this is a giant matrix math problem, and I'm like, why don't you guys just use the frickin' the GPU to do all the math? But I don't think that. I think they use the ready-made game systems rather than build on their own.
Jake's Art Corner said the GPU is on strike.
Heh. I never liked the fact that the pillars in the center of the room and the pillars on the outskirts of the room are not in alignment with one another. I'm like, what'd you do that for? It's been that way since the start, though. Wrong piece, John. Wrong piece. Down, down, down. I don't know if that'll matter or not, but I'm going to put it there anyway. Oh, I should probably do that from above. it's not that bad.
Jake's Art Corner said the grid system is very strange. It's like, don't build the level as we do.
Yeah, I can see where you're saying that. Yeah. I don't want to block that, and it's going to look odd if I do that. Oh, oh well. I need to remove that one anyway. I think that's going to be stable. I want this to line up. guess for
Jake's Art Corner said oh oops. Morning at Sir Cicero.
hello. This one shouldn't. No, it's still yellow. It's so odd that the ones in the middle would be yellow when there's plenty of support. Of course, the colors haven't worked in quite a while, so. First I got was yellow. Nope. Uh-oh. There we go. I couldn't remember where the last tile was. Well, looks pretty smooth. Now the question is, can I build a wall up here? Yellow, yellow, yellow. In the middle it's yellow. Shouldn't really be yellow. I mean, look at that. That's yellow and it has nothing under it.
Jake's Art Corner said, does yellow mean integrity? I
Yeah.
always thought it meant it was snapping.
No, yellow, it's the color of the tile, which is perfect, like that one. Then there's green, yellow, orange, red, and nuclear red, basically, which means heck no. But the colors have been flaky since they changed the system. They are not as reliable as they should be. So I haven't been using the colors lately, but in this case, I really don't have a choice. Because I'm trying something new, I wanted to know what the stability looked like. That does not look correct. Come on, right there. And the vast majority of these tiles are the color that they're supposed to be, so they're perfect. They're well supported. I won't have any issues building up. Of course, I haven't really built since the last patch, and they changed. In the last patch, I reported a bug for placing floors in corners like I just did. Oh, that's too sunk. And that was not possible to do before. Alright, well. So it seems like anything in this area here is yellow. Those arches in real life would support quite a bit. Oh, wait, I forgot to put that though. I missed that.
Jake's Art Corner said maybe put down some pillars.
Yeah, then it's too cluttered. I didn't want it to be cluttered, but I just noticed I forgot some of the supports. Not that that could be it. Because it, when it did the math, it couldn't figure out that they were touching the ground in all the places. So. I just noticed those little
Jake's
cracks.
Art Corner said excellent.
Alright, we got the pillars. Tiniest of details can get you sometimes. And I did not finish this support. So I'll probably want to do that now.
Axbeard XIII said I often use adamant barricades in place of foundation. Frequently I don't place floor tiles on top of that. Is there any stability benefit to add in those floor tiles?
Well, I'm not gonna fill in everything with adamant. I was testing.
Sir Cicero said GMX.
I was trying to see if this old building technique where you put down basically trusses, rafters, depending on if you're ceiling or floor, and building directly just floor on it to save. Because if you use the adamant floors for a full height, you lose 1/4 of the height. So I didn't want to do that in this instance. So it was just a thing I was trying, that's all.
Axbeard XIII said that makes sense. I was just wondering in the general sense.
No. No. I mean, it's just aesthetics. Whatever you'd like for aesthetics. I do like now that I can take... I wish we had a single gold tile. You can embed...
Axbeard XIII said that was my assumption, thanks for confirming.
Maybe I can do something like this in some areas. Fancy up the floors and ceilings a little bit. I don't know. I was just toying.
Axbeard XIII said those small tiles seem to snap pretty well. Has that improved?
Oh yes.
Or are you just that good?
No, I think it has improved a little bit. Oh, I should test where that yellow was first. Alright. This is still yellow. Alright. Doesn't make sense to be yellow this close to the pillar. But, okay. That's still yellow. I was wondering about this piece. Get it to snap. No, it's going to snap halfway. Nope, still yellow. Alright. I mean, once I tie it into the floor and ceiling and everything else, those yellows will be plenty stable.
Jake's Art Corner said this game is great, I kinda want to play.
You don't have the game, Jake?
Jake's Art Corner said I do.
Oh, you do?
Just at the moment I want to play.
I gotcha. Oh, I hear my wife calling. I'll be right back.
Axbeard XIII said hello Jake and Cicero.
Alright, I'm back.
Jake's Art Corner said hello friend.
Oh, who joined? Oh, you guys are talking. Okay. I had a thought. Since that didn't work, would this give me the same result? And then over these entryways, because they are so small, Really not usable for much anyway other than decoration.
Jake's Art Corner said I noticed in my sandbox some doors don't load. Is that for future updates or a common issue?
Doors don't load? Nope, it's exactly the same. Interesting. You mean the doors you place in the game don't load for you? That's really odd.
Jake's Art Corner said like next area doors. Not physical doors.
Oh, the dot walls?
Jake's Art Corner said yup.
Yeah, dot walls have always been a thing. There are settings if you're running a server to make it a little better, but that happens to all of us. It just takes a little bit of time.
AxeBeardXIII said they should go eventually, Jake.
Yeah, eventually they should.
Jake's Art Corner said okay cool.
If you're just running the game on your private PC, you know, not as a server and not hosting, I would definitely look at cleaning up memory and resources and shutting down everything. I've noticed that can have an effect. Alright.
AxeBeardXIII said I've never seen it. Take more than a few minutes at most. Sir Cicero said good time to gather mushrooms while the dot wall loads hehe.
I have used the technique a few times.
Jake's Art Corner said well I'm on Xbox. I'm not a PC master race yet.
If it gets stuck, I've sometimes thrown myself at the wall to make it, like, reset. I wonder if that would do anything. There to there. Those two tiles are yellow. Oh, I'm gonna have to get going. Alright. Well, I'll spend about 15 more minutes and try to clean a few things up here.
Sir Cicero said thanks for the stream. I'm off to play.
Have fun.
AxeBeardXIII said thanks for the streaming.
You are welcome. It's always good to watch you guys too, so.
Jake's Art Corner said yes, thanks for streaming.
You are all most welcome. I'm just gonna spend a minute here. Oh, she needs something again. Alright, y'all have a good one. I hope you enjoy the day.